Hey guys, so Jax has been in bed for about a half hour ignoring my chipped nails. Apparently this nail polish didn't want to last very long because it hasn't even been 2 weeks yet. Okay, so before I start with my little haul, I wanted to show you guys, anybody who has me or follows me on Instagram has seen this, but my daughter requested a Hobbit card. Hobbit, excuse me, like I told you guys in the last video. And this is what I came up with. Now, I myself am my own worst critic. I'm sure we all are when it comes to crafting and making cards. But this is what I came up with, and most of it had to be done freehand because, of course, I don't have a Hobbit card. I don't have a Hobbit village. So, excuse me 1 minute. Now, I did use the base of this Brutus Monroe stamp from the fairy set, Fairy Garden, to trace out on masking paper, and that's what I used for that. But this one was up closer to the view, so I needed to make it bigger. I also used 2 of the window stamps. Actually, yeah, 2, 3. All 3 of the window stamps. And this little door I used on this one. And I also used the fence right there and the signpost. Everything else I drew in, the lake, the rocks, the little road, the hills. I did cut the hills out of cardboard or cardstock so that I could use them to block for ink blending later on. I drew in the chimneys and covered those up with masking tape. Drew in this fence, and I don't know, maybe it's because I don't like my drawing. I used to be a lot better at it, and now my hand shakes too much. But she had described to me how she wanted the card, that she wanted to be pretty hills with lots of sunlight, you know, a little hobbit town, and on the inside she wanted it to say, "You're loved like a hobbit loves second breakfast." So there's second breakfast. I cut out this, the name of it's escaping me. It's just brown, like paper bag colored cardstock. I used my wood grain embossing folder, ran that through the die cutting machine. And these are little food pun stickers that came out of, I bought them extra. There may have been a sheet in the limited edition Valentine's kit from last year from Simon Says Stamp, but I bought extra if there was, and I drew out the plates by just tracing circle dies, and then colored them in and fussy cut them, and then outline the edges in black so they'd look more finished. All the stickers I put on cardstock and fussy cut them out so I could pop them up on foam tape. Well, some of them. The ones on the plates are flat. The ones on the table are popped up. So, I don't know. I thought it turned out okay. She absolutely loves it. We'll see what her boyfriend says when he receives it. I didn't want to ink blend the clouds into the sun too much because you know with those oxides it'll turn green. And that's it. I used my zigs to color everything in, but it was outlined with Sharpie to make sure that nothing bled. I mean, I thought I did okay. I wish I would have had more stamp-wise to make it look a little more professional, but I wanted to make sure I showed you guys the card. And there was no way I was making a video on it. It took a long time, probably because I wasn't sure how I was doing it. I kept drawing it out and not quite sure where I should begin. It was a process. So moving on. Yesterday I received my small order from Simon Says Stamp, and they gave us this little invite you to join us for Simon Says Create, March 15th and 16th. Open to the public. Participate in dozens of create it, take it, and shop on the on-site store. Now, I would love to drive to Ohio, and it's pretty close to me. Probably a couple hours, maybe 3 or 4. I'm not sure. Closer than Maryland, I know that. I just don't know if I would go, because I would spend too much money. And a $5 discount, code CBFF99, in case anybody wants to use it. Okay, so I bought from Simon Says Stamp the Friends die, and I bought this one because I like it that I can use it plural, but I can also cut the S off. And I was so excited to get these. I got these from the Neat and Tangled new release. They are called Skinny Strip dies. And I love it because even my skinniest sentiment strip banner from Lawn Fawn is not very skinny. So then I always end up having to chop it down because it's too wide. And I don't like doing that because that was the whole reason I buy the sentiment strip dies, because I don't want to cut it down. It always ends up crooked. Plus, Corin, a couple other people used these dies in some really fun ways. So I'm interested to try that as well. I think it was Corin. I know a couple people did on the Blog Hop. If you guys are curious what I'm talking about, go to the Neat and Tangled Blog Hop. And Simon Says Stamp had also sent me a code in my email for being a great customer for a free gift. So instead of doing the $5 off this time, I opted for the free gift thinking, let's see what we get. I was pleasantly surprised. So when I got this package like this, all folded up, I was like, oh, look, a stamp set. And I remember that being in a kit from last spring, I think. I did not buy that kit. So I was pleasantly surprised to get this, and I will use it. And there's also puffy stickers. And then, I thought that was a great gift. And then I happened to be looking at it closer last night. I'm like, wait a minute, there's something else in there. So I opened it up. By the way, it was a little bit more hidden than that. I actually thought that it was the back of the stamp set. But there's a die set in here. And at first I got all excited. Oh, cool, dies. But I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do with them? I mean, I could probably use that banner die. But I'm like, that looks like it goes to a stamp set. And sure enough, guys, I looked up the order number. And there is a stamp set that they sell called Give Thanks. And I do not have that stamp set. Therefore, I really do not need these dies. So if anybody watching is interested in these dies, you have the stamp set or whatever, leave me a comment and I will give you my email. If you already have it, send me your email or send me an email. If more than one person wants it, I'll just pick a number type deal and send you guys all an email. But, I mean, really, I think they're kind of pointless to have if you don't have the stamp set. So just let me know. Or if you're planning on buying the stamp set. I looked at the stamp set. It's not something I'd be interested in, and I really don't see myself using these. So let me know in the comments below if you would like that. I know these puffy stickers are cute. Riley and I will probably both use them. And then there was one more thing I got from Simon Says Stamp. And that was, what are they calling this? Surviving Zombies. Now, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but I am a huge, huge, huge Walking Dead fan. And I actually have not watched the mid-season startup from this past Sunday because my hubby and I watch it together and he's been working doubles all week. So hopefully later today or tomorrow we'll be watching that together. Anyway, when I saw this, I don't own a Kindred stamp set yet. This is my first one. I fell in love. So then I started looking at everything else they have. They have tons of stuff, guys. Game of Thrones. Of course, it's called different stuff. They have Frozen. What else do they have? Star Wars, Harry Potter. There's like 3 different sets for Harry Potter. Tons of stuff. So what do we got here? We have Glenn and Michonne and Rick and a zombie hand. We have Negan, Daryl, a zombie. He's kind of cute. The kids thought he looked like a baby. Carl. Have a smashing birthday. You've got brains. You've got guts. and there's some brains. I love your guts. I love your brains. I love you, but if zombies chase us, I'm tripping you. And I told my hubby, who's standing in the other side of the kitchen, that that's going to be on his Valentine's Day card, which I did not make yet. All right, and my heffy doodle came today, and I had to sign for it. I thought that was the funniest thing. But it came in this adorable box, which I got a kick out of because I've never ever before seen anything that said Royal Mail on it. So my hubby asked me if the Queen delivered it because he thinks he's hilarious. Anyway, you know that I've been waiting and waiting for this stuff ever since I bought it. And I got a little note from Leslie that says happy crafting. So I bought the crafty die, the crafty word die, and that's going to go with friends. Now I would have bought their friend die, but like I said, I liked the plural, so I'm just going to combine those. And apparently I spent enough to get not only this guy, which I knew I was getting this one, a cute little superhero dog. He's got a food bowl and a tennis ball, and it says, "Thanks for coming to my rescue." But apparently I also spent enough to get the die cuts that go along with it. So I thought that was super cute and very cool of them. Which is another reason I liked ordering it direct from Heffy Doodle, because I wouldn't get this stuff if I was ordering it from Simon Says Stamp. Also, I really like getting Royal Mail. Come on, people. How do you not love getting Royal Mail? I think I'm going to order directly from Heffy Doodle every time I buy something from them, because I just want Royal Mail now. And then I got this little guy. It says a gift just for you because we think you're awesome. And it says sealed with a kiss. And I bought the, does it have a name? Super Dudes stamp set. It says my hero. You are my hero. You are super. Have a super birthday. The world needs more people like you. Hope your day is as super as you are. You will always be a hero in my eyes. Card making is my superpower. And we've got these little guys here and this girl, and we've got a whole bunch of lightning bolts, stars, some clouds, some stars with like shooting star-like material out of it. What would you call that, guys? I just feel like an idiot right now. And I'm not sure what that is. I have to think on that, but we'll see. Maybe a card, because card making is my superpower. That's what that is. It's a card. And then we bought the Bots of Love, which I used this little guy. Corin had them all stamped out, and he embossed and brought him for the card for the On the Make event. Hold on. This guy right here, he was made with this stamp set, and I fell in love with it, and it's the whole reason that I opted to not get the Hero Arts kit this month and do a Heffy Doodle order instead. And I am very happy with my decision, guys. I can't wait to dig into all of this stuff later. It's not going to be right now because pretty soon I have to get ready to go out to dinner for Valentine's Day. But I love the power bar. I love the 3 different robots. I love the little, is that a nut? The nut flower. And the bolts and the wheels. Jax looked at this morning. He goes, "Tires, Mommy. Wheels." So the cogs, the little microchip or SD card. They're so it's so cute. The wrench. I can't wait to use it. And then I bought, to go with the Bots of Love, I bought the Love Circuit stencil, and that's the one we used in the class. I do want to eventually get the cogs and code, I think it was called, stencil, and also the Zap lightning bolt stencil to go with the superheroes. But I did get Cityscape stencil to go with the superheroes. And that is my haul for today, you guys. It doesn't look like much, but there's quite a bit of money here. So I hope you guys enjoy your Valentine's Day. I want to make cards to donate out of these stamp sets for Mary and Corin's card drive for the Seattle. I think they're sending them to the Seattle hospital first, and then if there's enough left, they'll send them to other places. If you want to know more information about their card drive, both Corin on her last live video, the information on her last live video, and Mary have information on their channels about, you know, what type of sentiments to use, uplifting cards with stuff like "you are awesome," "you are amazing," and the information of where to send them after you are done making them so that you can donate them. Like I said, I hope you guys have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.